So good to be back home. You know, everyone asks me that question, by the way. A lot of people ask me that question. They go like, Trevor, does it still feel like home? Hey? Does it still, but really, does it feel like home? Like, is it really home? Guys, it will always feel like home. That doesn't change. That doesn't change. The people, the food, the culture, And most importantly, the reason it'll always feel like home is because even when I was in New York for 8 years, every few months, I would get an SMS from the SABC telling me to pay my TV license. Yo, guys, those people are relentless, eh? Those people are relentless. I was in New York, these people were still there. Cling, pay your TV license, you are in arrears, 47 Rand and 60 cents. I would ignore it because I was like, it's probably automated, I don't even live there. They would come back in, second warning, pay your TV license, 47 Rand and 60 cents. I was like, guys, I don't live there, you must leave me alone. I even replied once, I was like, stop, unsubscribed. Then they responded, pay your TV license, 47 Rand, 60 cents. I started ignoring it. A few months later, I got referred to a debt collector. Yeah, because the SABC doesn't play, guys. They're one of the one section that works there is the debt collecting. They don't play games there. Literally, I was minding my own business. I'm walking around in New York City. My phone rings. It was an unknown number, right? And I answered it, because you can when you live in America. You can do these things, you know? Yeah, you can take chances like, because in South Africa, guys, you know. Right. Unknown numbers, unknown problems, yeah? So I answered the phone. I was like, hello? And the voice on the other side was like, hi, Mr. Noah. Am I speaking to Mr. Noah? I was like, yes. Like, hi, Mr. Noah, you speaking to Johan here? I'm calling you from De Wet and Associates. We've been referred your case by the SABC because your account are in arrears. And your failure to pay means that we are now going to be attaching your assets. I was like, assets? Plural. It's 47 Rand and 60 cents. He's like, that's right, Mr. Noah, but actually now it has gone up. It is now 49 Rand because of interest. I was like, Johan, listen, man. I don't live in South Africa, so I don't need a TV license because I don't watch TV in South Africa anymore. He's like, well, we don't know that, Mr. Noah. Okay? We don't know where you are or what you are doing. I was like, my man, but you do. You do. No, because guys, I worked at a show called The Daily Show. They wrote it in the name. So you knew where I was every day. Every day. That's the best alibi. Where is he? He's there. When? Daily. Johan didn't buy that, eh? Johan was like, well, sir, because you didn't go through the correct protocol, then you did not cancel your TV license, so you are still in arrears. I didn't even know there was protocol. Did you know this? Did you know? I didn't know this. What is the protocol? He's like, so you were supposed to go and get an affidavit stating that you no longer have a TV. I'm like, Johan, our police are dealing with too many things in this country. For me now to go to them, can you imagine me walking into a police station? I'm there waiting in the line. Finally, I get up there. Next. Yebo Baba. Yes, can I help you? Yes, so I need an affidavit, please. Okay, what's happening? I don't have a TV. Oh, they stole it. No, they didn't steal it. So you have it? No, I don't have it. No, I don't live here and I don't have a TV. I need to tell the SABC I don't need a TV license. Okay. So what do you want from me? No, I need an affidavit. I need you to write the affidavit. That's what they said. Oh, okay. What's your name? Trevor. Okay, Trevor doesn't have a TV. But how do I know you don't have a TV? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, okay, did you watch Chief Pirates? No. Okay, doesn't know the Chiefs Pirates game, no TV, STEM. What am I doing? It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He didn't follow the protocol, but Johan was adamant. I'm having an hour-long conversation. We're arguing back and forth. At some point, I said, Johan, I know you're doing your job. I know you're doing your job, Johan. But please, I don't watch TV in South Africa. And then Johan, without missing a beat, is like, Mr. Noah, you might live in America, but we don't know when and where you are coming back and what you are doing. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, unbeknownst to us, you may be watching TV, yeah. I'm like, what does that mean? What, you think I'm sneaking back into the country to watch Seven Delan? Yeah, quickly, Charmaine, make it back to Oppie Coffee, quickly. So I paid. Yeah, it's the right thing to be brought up. And honestly, all I could think, no lying, no nothing, I was like, I would want them to be brought up in South Africa. I would want them to grow up in a country where you have multiple cultures, in a country where you have multiple languages, in a country where you understand that there are other ways to be, in a country where there's diversity in terms of thought, in terms of food. I would want them to understand what it's like to be in a country where, like, I would want them to live here. I would want them to know here. And then I went down a spiral. I was like, wow, what would I want? I would want my kids to be South African. Like, I realized I want my kids to have the same ice cream truck music that I grew up with. Which I didn't even know was a thing. I didn't know this. Did you know that the ice cream truck music is different in every country? I didn't know this. I just assumed. Yeah, till I went, and there I was in America. They've got different ice cream trucks driving around, and it's there. Blum 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 blum. Yeah, and then you go to Europe. You'll be in some random country. They've got their own music, and the ice cream truck is like blum 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 blum. I don't want that for my kids. When my kids are getting ice cream, I don't want that jolly music playing. I want happy music. When my kids are about to get ice cream, I want there to be suspense. I want it to sound like the beginning of a horror movie. I want that thrill when the truck turns around the corner. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. That's what I want for my kids. Why do I want them to grow up in this country? There's so many reasons. You know why I want my kids to be South African? Because I want my kids to have grit. I want them to have texture. You take for granted what a child growing up in South Africa learns. You take for granted what they have to go through. It makes you something special, you know? It polishes you, a diamond from the rough. There's something of like, you know, I realized this one day. I was in the street in Brooklyn, right outside of New York City, right? And I'm sitting outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm in the street, and there's these kids playing baseball, right? And I'm watching these kids while they're playing. Well, I wasn't like watching them. I just saw them, you know? And no, like I wasn't like they were just there. And I was looking in that direction. In fact, I was looking first, and then they came and started playing while I was looking there. So like they're the ones with the problem. Anyway, so the kids were there, and they were playing baseball, right? And having like a really great time. One kid pitches the ball, hits it, runs around. Another one comes, hits the ball, and then one kid pitched the ball, and the kid bats it and hits it, and it flew into a car window on the side, and the window cracked. And the kid who hits it was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then the kid who threw the ball, he was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then the other kids who were just standing around, they were like, ee, oh. And then soon it was 10 kids all crying at different times. I can't have children like that. One broken window, 10 children crying. Guys, that'll never happen in South Africa. What is the point of that? I remember what it was like growing up. We'd be outside in the streets playing. Everyone was there busy with the soccer ball. Busy having some fun playing tiski. Someone would kick that ball too hard. Ball would fly over the wall, hit someone's window. And the thing I love is South African windows always act like they're not gonna break. And then the kid who kicked the ball, they'd look and they'd be like, yeah. And the rest of us would see what is about to happen. We'd know. We understand why our friend is terrified. They're in more trouble than they've ever been in their lives. But we wouldn't cry. What is our crying going to help our friend? No. We would be there. We would look over into our friend's eyes. We'd stare at them and we'd be like, I love banana. You broke the window. They're gonna hit you. They're gonna kill you. And then we'd take the ball and be like, see you tomorrow. Those are the kids I want. That's why I want South African children. You kidding me? And the most important reason I want to have children that are South African is because I want children who have culture and respect. Culture and respect. You take that for granted as a South African. The way we treat each other, even in the toughest times, you take it for granted because you're here. But guys, South Africans, we're truly a cut above the rest. Like, you think I'm wrong. You think I'm lying. Go, walk anywhere in public where there are other South Africans. Fall flat on your face. Pa! Tell me there's no South African there who will feel your pain. You'll fall. Bah! They'll all be there like, sorry. Ooh, sorry. Ach, shame, man. Ach, nee, man. Ach, shame. Ach, fooi toch, man. Ach, shame. You know that doesn't happen overseas. Yeah. There's a lot of countries around the world where no one cares about what happens to you if they don't know you. I saw this firsthand in New York. I was walking through the street, and there was this old lady who had just come back from grocery shopping, and she was carrying her bag. And this lady was old, guys. Like old. Like old. You're not like old. Like old, like she was knocking. You know what I mean? Like old. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like even where like the angel of death was there walking with her, like, anytime I know I'll just be here in case. Like old, I'm talking about old. You know when you're so old, every morning you wake up shocked, like, I'm still here. Like that old. And this little old lady was walking with her bag. She had a little plastic bag with groceries. And as she got to the middle of the street, the bag burst. And all the vegetables that were inside her bag scattered on the ground. And vegetables, you all know, is the worst thing to drop. Yeah, because nothing runs like vegetables, eh? Have you seen vegetables when you drop them out of a packet? They go in every direction, like they know you were gonna murder them. Guys, they're gone. Those vegetables, especially onions. Have you seen onions? They land and they're like... Guys, these vegetables were strewn in every direction. Nobody stopped to help this lady. No one cared. People made it seem like she inconvenienced them. They were hopping over it, looking at her, judging her. I was the only one who felt bad. I went, I started gathering up the vegetables, started picking them. As I picked them up, this old lady turned and she looked at me and she was like, Hey! Hey, don't touch my vegetables, you asshole! Put those down, you piece of shit! And I was like, yo, sorry. I don't want that for my kids. I want them to grow up in a culture where there's respect and care. Respect being one of the key ones.